this is Full Game Prometheus, the only YouTuber that actually shows you full games of all the tips and schemes I post on my channel. I'll show you the good, the bad, and the ugly. Alright, so guys, this is going to be the third and final part of the Singleback ace pair, and this is going to be the Audibles that we're going to use. So, as far as the Audibles are concerned, basically I have a counter weak, I've got 4 verticals, I've got a quick slant, and then I've also got play action, counter waggle. So that actually does feed off pretty well. With the counter weak is one of the base plays. I'm only going to break down 2 plays, which is going to be the quick slant and also the play action counter waggle. So let's go ahead and jump into these Audibles right now. Alright, so basically from a cover 3 standpoint, if I'm going to go ahead and jump into one of the Audibles, I've got quick slant, and the other Audible I'm going to use is going to be play action counter waggle as my base Audibles I'll jump into, outside of a counter weak. But let's just go ahead and stay with the quick slant. I'm only going to do one adjustment. I'm going to go ahead and take my tight end. I'm either going to fade him up or put him on a streak route, and that's going to be one of the first progressions I make. If a defender doesn't float in the area, I'm going to go ahead and hit it. If not, I can wait for the crossing route by the inside wide receiver. He's going to get into an area of the zone that's going to go and take that away. So let's see here. This should be some pressure, and basically just high pass lead that, or just rifle the ball down with that particular route. Once again, same type of look. Got crossers, so he's going to fall into an area right there where I can get a nice little completion. So I basically look for the tight end, and then I've got also the backside slant. Now what's unique about this backside slant is actually it just gets a little bit more depth. So it's going to get a little bit deeper on the backside, and if you time it correctly, you actually get a nice little completion right over the middle. You get a first down on the backside there. So this is just a quick audible. You just make one quick adjustment with the tight end, and then you've got basically something that will clear out a cover 3. So let's go ahead and run this against cover 2. So once again, cover 2 should get cleared out. So what's good about this is this will attack a cover 2 fairly effectively because the defender should float up, and you're basically clearing the area out across there. So I actually had to wait for that route to develop because the man actually shoved the wide receiver off of his route. But he should get underneath that cover 2 coverage, giving you an easy completion. The only time you can get yourself in trouble is if you abuse this play too much. Basically, that you get picked off by a user over the middle. But it's once again your same progression, same read. That route is going to get cleared out by the defender right there. So even if he gets pushed off the line, you still got an easy completion. Now cover 4, once again, you're going to still have pretty much the same reads with the cover 4. You can go to the flat, but I would essentially just try to focus on the same type of reads, just hitting the guys over the middle. So cover 4 will be wide open too. Now, if your opponent's using man blitzes against you, once again, you can pretty much throw confidently to that quick slant route. That's going to be the area you want to go with it against any kind of a man read. He might actually user it, but you've also got this slant route on the backside too. So really, the progressions is just going to be waiting for if the defender actually follows him, you can hit this back slant, and he's going to get easy separation. So this is just a very easy play to go and jump in it. And the other 2 plays we're going to be running are going to be slot fade shot and a play action wide cross. If you see a guy hovering his defender off to the left-hand side, you can hit him with this play right here, and basically get an easy completion on the backside. He's just not going to be expecting that backside like that. So that's what I do like about it. So let's see if we can get that off right there. So easy completion, able to pick up a good 10 yards off this play. Now the other audible is going to be the play action counter waggle. And I didn't necessarily like this play at first until I just made one minor adjustment, and I basically take my tight end number 1, which is Ertz, and put him on a whip route. And the reason I have him on a whip route is that it actually takes away basically a man. A lot of these routes could get locked up with man coverage, but with a whip route, actually it helps you dramatically against man, because then it gives you at least 2 reads. You've got Matthews going over the middle, which would be a man read, and then you also have Ertz, which is going to get easy separation against man. So what's good about this play is that basically you've got a high-low concept that you can hit your opponent with. So I forced that ball in there. I didn't get rid of the ball right away, but basically you've got this route right here that you can hit against cover 3. Against cover 2, it could get open too, but it's just a very fast and easy adjustment with the check down. That looks like it's a match. So my first progression is going to be the tight end, and then I'll make my progressions up from there. I don't really look for the big clear out route up top. Now here's a route that you can basically hit. What I recommend, and this is the trick to this route, because I was sailing balls earlier with the deep post route, is I pass lead to backside, and then I'm going to go ahead and aggressive catch with the ball, and I'm going to come up with it 90% of the time, or I could do a possession catch. But against cover 3, basically that should be wide open. And you got a pass lead to the back, and then you can come down with a big reception right there. So once again, yeah, you look for the whip first. That's going to be the first area I'm going to go ahead and dump down to. Tacking off to the right hand side, showing my opponent the same type of look is what I have been, and then make my progressions from there at the next level, or if basically he's flooding the area where I've got the whip route and the levels concept off the right hand side, I can just do a pass lead to the left and go in and attack that one deep route. So let's see if I can come up with it. So I'm able to come up with a big ball right there. Now if your opponent's running a lot of cover 2, this is where you can still keep hitting them with the whip. Once again, it's going to force that flat defender to come down to it. Same kind of progressions as cover 3, it's still the same thing. But what's great about this particular play is now you can hit them in that seam route if the defender actually comes down and plays the whip. So very fast reads. Settle for the easy underneath route. That's going to really force him to go ahead and defend that. Now you can hit this route over the middle. The defender actually played with Green Beckham back there, but it should be wide open here. Let's see if he catches it. Almost comes down with the ball right there. Sometimes you can get away with that if he's flooding the area. I'd still stay with the levels concept off the right hand side. And let's see if Green Beckham comes up with it. He's making a play on the ball, but the defensive back is actually coming over. So it's better just to stay at the right side, because a cover 2 just can't cover all these different levels against this route. And that's where you can actually hit this deep ball, because cover 2 just can't cover everything over on this side. So cover 4, once again, can't cover every area, so you look for the whip and then go up to your next progression from there. Here you go. So it's just so easy just to keep hitting these guys. Same reads once again, and it just I'm going to be able to go ahead and just take that crossing run over the middle if the defender comes down to take care of that whip. And I don't necessarily recommend trying to go ahead and take, you can take this shot too, once again, is he's going to stay in front of the coverages. So, you know, the trick to this particular, this play is just doing a pass lead to the opposite side, and he's going to be able to go ahead and get a nice little read right there. So actually had another opportunity to go ahead and get a nice little completion. Here we go. So come down with the ball. So same progressions, everything is still the same. It doesn't make a difference what type of a shell they're running. Everything is still going to be pretty much the same. Now with a man blitz, basically what we're going to do is we're going to look at the whip route. Whip route is going to get separation from man, so that's one of the reasons why I did like, this is what kind of opened this play up for me. I didn't really like it too much at first until I actually was able to put the whip route, because it should get separation in this play. So if your opponent is using a lot of man coverage, the whip should be able to get free, and then obviously if he's using a very heavy man blitz, you should be able to go ahead with a nice athletic tight end. you should be able to go ahead and get some pretty good separation. Now, obviously you can hit other areas of the field too. You've got Selleck on the corner route, which right there I was able to go ahead and make a nice little completion with it. But I'd stay, you know, if he's using a lot of heavy man blitzes, I would actually stay with the whip. That's going to be more of a consistent play, but if you know, against your opponent. So that's what I do like about it. It's going to give you basically all the progressions that you need to be successful with this particular play. So once again, I really appreciate subscribers. I appreciate the support from all my subscribers, guys. I'll be rolling out some more schemes out of this Eagles playbook, but go ahead and take a look at the slot fade shaft, the play action Y cross in, or Y cross, and then these complements are going to be this slants play, then obviously the play action counter waggle. So once again, thank you for your support, and until next time.